2019 European Solheim Cup. Yay! Katrina, describe this moment and a few words about your team, please.
God, just a fantastic moment, a dream come true. The 12 of these players, they played their hearts out. We knew it was going to be close today, but to come down to that last putt and for Suzanne to hold it, but fantastic team performance. They all contributed a lot. We would never have won it if it wasn't all of us. So, well done, all of you.
Suzanne, it couldn't have been tighter. It all came down to you in the end. How did it feel, and do you think you justified your pick?
By a little bit.
Thank you, Beanie. It's a dream come true to pull this off here in Scotland in front of these crowds for Beanie here at Glen Eagles. It doesn't get any better. That it came down to the final putt. I mean, I didn't know. I thought Bronte was in behind me in the fairway, but she's so good, so she closes it out on 17. And I actually didn't know that it was the putt, but I knew it was so close because Beanie came up on 18th tee, and I'm like, okay, I understand. You don't have to say much, but it was fun.
Okay. I'm going to open to the floor for questions. Yeah, there's a question here.
This is for Beanie and Suzanne. There are a lot of people on Twitter right now who are making the argument that this might be the best women's sporting event in the world, and I just wanted to know if you agree with that and what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so, yes. Sitting here right now, absolutely. I mean, I think it is one of the biggest women's sporting events in the world. Obviously, the Women's World Cup is huge, but this, like the Ryder Cup, is just growing hugely over the last probably 30 years since it first started. And, it's such a spectacle of women's golf. I mean, the Americans played great as well. And for it come down to that last game, last putt, the crowds, you just can't get anything more exciting.
Suzanne, just wanted to ask you, does the fact that you've been away from golf for 2 years and that, you actually had the hardships of the Solheim Cup in Germany, does all of that make this moment even better?
No, because I just love my teammates, and if it wasn't for all of these girls, I mean, it wouldn't even have mattered my putt coming down the end. So I mean, it's an absolute team effort that it ended up coming down to 18th, last putt, last shot. I mean, that's an ultimate scenario for both teams, really. I mean, when Marina's ball missed, I thought myself, at least we have a chance for a point, and that's all I remember.
Suzanne, is this really it for you?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect closure cap, the end for my at least Solheim career, and also a nice the end for professional career. It doesn't get any better. And, to do it with these girls, I never thought I was going to be here 4 months ago until I met Beanie this summer, and to have the confidence from Beanie to give me the go, this is it. I'm completely done.
Can I just ask a follow? Did you know coming into the week that this was going to be it, or is this? In terms of your professional career, or
as my professional career, I'm done.
No, if you knew
Did you know before this week?
Before this week. I mean, I don't have any plans from tomorrow starting, so I'm pretty much
Suzanne,
closing it down.
If you retire before this week.
I'm closing it down tomorrow, and what more can I say? I'm done.
If you knew before you came this week if you were going to retire, she doesn't.
I was going to see, but...
Thank you, Arthur.
Katrina, can you just describe the emotions you were going through as you were watching Suzanne putt and what you were feeling at the end?
I could barely watch, actually. It's far worse watching. When you're playing, you're kind of in the zone and you're in the moment, and you've got control over things. But watching, you just have to have faith in the player that's there, and they're all good players, and I had confidence they were going to do it. But it comes down to that. What was it, about 10 feet?
I don't know.
certainly wasn't a gimme, but you know, a fantastic putt. But it's just been a great week. We've had some great performances from everyone. So everyone remembers the last putt, but we had to get there. So well done, everyone.
Yeah.
And did you know they were going to carry you shoulder high across?
I did not know.
Enjoy it.
That was not bad.
One of your other captain's picks played very well. I was wondering if you could speak to Celine Boutier's success this week.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Celine and Georgia, you know, winning 4 from 4. I mean, to come and do that in your first Solheim Cup, you know, hats off and a tremendous performance. So
Yeah.
well done.
What made that pairing so powerful?
That was one, I suppose, just myself and the vice captains. We thought, you know, with Celine's got a great short game, great putter. Georgia loves hitting her longer irons. And, you know, I'd have said kind of similar-ish personalities. We just felt that was a natural fit.
Suzanne, can you talk a little bit about winning this for Katrina in Scotland, not given what she's given to the Solheim Cup in her career?
I mean, it doesn't get any better with a home. I mean, home of golf, Scotland, the big crowds, as big as it's ever been. Beanie being here, just up the street. It doesn't get any better. This is the ultimate scenario for winning the Solheim Cup back.
Bronte, can you take us through closing your match and then turning around and watching Suzanne? We got to watch that on video, your reaction to Suzanne's putt. Just take us through the emotions of
Yeah,
that
let's go through it.
few minutes.
Well, I was pretty nervous. I think it's off.
Oh, here, use this one.
Well, I was pretty nervous, not gonna lie. I had a couple 3 putts out there, so I was just trying to get back on track. Made a birdie on, I don't even know what hole it was, 14? 14, and then we had a situation on 15 in a bunker. Managed to make a really good putt there, and then from that point when I made that putt, I knew that I could do it. And from then, I just told myself, hit a good drive on 16, put it in play, and if you make a birdie, you'll win the hole. Obviously made birdie there, and then, yeah, it was kind of a blur after that, really. Watching Suzanne on 18, I could hear the crowd cheer before the putt went in, so I actually reacted before she'd even made it on the TV, so it's a good job it went in, because I was already celebrating. But yeah, just amazing. Like, I've never experienced anything like this in my life, and I don't know whether I ever will again.
Ask one more. Anna or Katrina, both, can you speak to what Suzanne has meant to European golf?
Yeah, I mean, over the last, I don't know how long, 20 years maybe? She's been, maybe 15 only. She's been, you know, one of the trailblazers in European women's golf. You know, I think we've played on maybe 7, 8 Solheim Cups together. So, you know, just been a huge part of women's golf and the Solheim Cup. So, you know, it's such a special moment for her. If this happens to be her last moment in professional golf, well, may as well go out at the top.
Well, I think I'm speaking for everyone on this team that Suzanne's been a big role model for all of us the last couple of years, or more than that. I mean, I remember my first Solheim Cup in 2009. I got to play alongside a lot of my idols growing up. I mean, it was Laura Davies, Helen Alfredsson, it was Beanie, it was Mimi Hjort, it was Suzanne Pettersen. I got paired with Suzanne my second match, and it was really cool. It's definitely one of my best highlights of my career. She's gonna be missed, but she's just such a rock star. And me and Hedwell getting paired with the Beanie and Suzanne in July. I knew that would be one of the last times I would play with both of them, so it was pretty incredible experience. But she's just such a great character and a big role model for all of us.
Sir Kat.
Carlota, the first point of the day, 3 incredible last holes. The feelings are beginning there.
Sorry? The feeling.
Your good feelings beginning there.
I mean, obviously very happy to help the team. For me, it's not about me, it's about the team. I prefer to lose my point, but the team to win. I think it was really important to get that point, that blue point on the board. I fought hard. I wasn't comfortable out there playing against Daniel Kahn, but I played my best. I won the 2 holes out of the last 3, so very happy to win that point for the European team. And as Suzanne said, I think it's so special to win here for Vinny in Scotland. I think we're all very happy.
Another one for Suzanne. Just what was it like to have Herman out there, and how much is he a part of this decision also?
Obviously, life has changed for me. To be honest, once I stepped on that tee box, you kind of forget about everything behind you. You know, things is taken care of. I can't really walk out on the course thinking of him, even though he's with me in heart. But to see him afterwards is just surreal. I mean, life's changed so much for me over the last year, and he's obviously the biggest thing that's ever happened for me. But now I know what it feels like to win as a mom, and I'm going to leave it like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.